Welcome back to the channel called CAD with Mr. Yu. In today's video, we're looking at part 2 of 3 videos covering the topic third angle projection. In part 1, we drew the front view and the top view, which is the front end plan of a 3D object. And in today's video, we'll be continuing the 2D drawings representing the 3D model that was presented in part 1. So we'll be drawing the two side elevations, which are also known as the end elevations in the third angle projection drawings. So we'll be starting the video now. All right. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna draw a another construction line going from this point to this point, and I'll show you in a little while why I'm gonna do that. So I go line this point to that point, enter, which is 30 millimeters long. Now, the front elevation, on it we have the length and we have the height. The, the plan view, which is the top, this view here shows the length and the width. So what we're gonna, once we have the length and the height and the width, we don't need to measure again. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna draw a line from this point, right? And the angle can make we're gonna turn off the ortho. We can make the line a little bit longer than the plant, but the angle, so we're gonna type, we can make it 70 millimeters, and the angle would be 45 degrees, right? Enter. All right, we need a longer line, so what we can do, we can draw another line from there, all right? So we come here, and we need about 20 millimeters, less than sign, 45 degrees, all right? So there's our line, right? The purpose of this line is to transfer this width to the end elevation, all right? We're gonna do the same thing on this side, all right? So we're gonna go line at this point, right? The line, we're gonna make it 100 millimeters long, less than sign, and the angle would be 135 degrees, enter, right? Now, how I got 135 degrees? Because remember, this one was 45 degrees, so what AutoCAD is measuring, let me draw this line. Just to show, and then I'm going to delete it. Enter. I'm going to put in the angle for you. I'm going to measure the angle. Right, that angle is 45 degrees, right, to the horizontal. So AutoCAD by default, meaning the preset function in the AutoCAD software, it measures in an anti-clockwise direction. So 0 is here, 0 is right here on this line, and it measures in an anti-clockwise direction relative to this line, right? This horizontal line. So therefore, if I'm measuring from here to here, would be from this angle to this angle would be 90, and from this line to this line will be 45 degrees. So when you add 45 degrees to 90 degrees, you get 135 degrees. So that is why I put the angle at 135 degrees. All right. I'm going to remove this angle because it's not normally drawn. Right. I'm going to remove this line for the time being. All right. So the purpose of these two lines is to transfer the width from the plan, the top view, to the end elevation. So what I'll be doing now, I'll be drawing the end elevation. So to get the end elevation in third angle projection, after I've drawn the front elevation and plan, you get the last point, the highest point on the front elevation, which will be the intersection of this line and this line to give you this one, this 45-degree line, right? Then the highest point on the front elevation will be where this construction line intersect this vertical line, and where they intersect, you draw this 45 here. Good? All right. The purpose of the 45, as I indicated not too long ago, is to transfer the width of the plan, the top view, to the end elevation, right? So to draw the end elevation now, what I need to do is draw a line from this point, the width, going across to intersect the 45-degree line. Press enter, right? Then the next step, where this 45-degree line intersect the horizontal line drawn from the plan, you're going to draw a line coming down from this point to this original horizontal line that we drew at the start. Okay, press enter. We're going to draw another line from this point coming down to intersect there. Enter. Good. So what we have now is the width of the end elevation. So we're completing the end view. So we have transferred the width, which is also the width here for the end elevation. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to transfer the height from the front elevation to the end elevation. So we're going to go line, and we'll be using a horizontal line going across. Press enter, that's a construction line. We are also going to carry this point going towards the right of the front elevation. So we're going to come here, go across there, press enter. All right. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to draw the end elevation so you can see, right? So what we're going to do, we're going to draw a line there to there, which is 30 millimeters. We're going to go down another 30 millimeters, go across 30, go up 30. Enter, right? We're going to draw a line in the middle here. So we go here to there, enter. All right, so I'm going to now select these lines, and as I did before, I'm going to change the line weight to 0.3. All right, press N, and all right, so there it is. Now, looking at the end elevation on this side, this line will be a hidden detail line, okay? So we're gonna change this one. Our continuous is here, we need a hidden detail line. So it is not there, so we have to load it. So we're gonna go to load. We're gonna scroll down and look for the hidden detail line. We need this one, the one that says hidden to. We're gonna load it, right? And in here now, we're going to select it, right? So it's already loaded. So let me do it again. We're going to select this line. We're going to come here. I'm going to change it to a hidden detail line, right? So we click outside, and it's a hidden detail line, right? Now I'm going to change the thickness of it. So I'm going to go by layer. I'm going to change it to zero point 0.3 millimeters. And there it is. Good. So this is a first end elevation that we drew. We're going to draw the next one over here. All right. So here we have the plan view. We want to complete the other end elevation on the other side, because in today's video we are drawing two end elevations. All right. So we're going to draw a line from here, this point, to transfer the width to the 45-degree line. Then we're going to come down with a construction line where the horizontal line intersects the 45-degree line. We're going to come down to the baseline, if you want to call it a baseline, which was the first line that we drew, right? We're going to go again, line at the intersection of the 45-degree line and the starting position here of the front elevation. We're going to go down, enter, good. So what we have now is a width in the front elevation. What we want to, sorry, in the end elevation. What we want to get now is the height. So we're going to go line. I'm going to transfer this point here to there. We're transferring the height from the front elevation. So go line again from here to, to there. Press enter. All right. So we're going to do the same thing that we did before. So we're gonna draw a line over the the object there, the end elevation, so we can darken it. Well, not darken it, but change the line width to 0.3 millimeters. So if you was using the traditional T-square and set square, you would use the 3H pencil or the 2H pencil to darken it. So this is what we're actually doing now in the Autocad software. Well, the equivalent, all right? So I'm gonna select the, well, I need another line here. So we're going line from here to there. Enter. All right. I want to maintain my construction lines to show how I got the objects for the front elevation plan and the two end views. Okay. All right. So that is why they are there. And I can at the end I'm going to turn them off and show you the relevance of drawing the lines for the different views by themselves, and I'm going to show in a little while. So I'm going to change this line thickness. All right, well, we need a line for this one. No, we have the line here. So I'm going to select that, there, 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 and there. All right, so when I come up to here, I'm going to change the line thickness to 0.3 millimeters. Right, so there it is, and it's now a thicker line width. All right, of 0.3 millimeters. Versus the construction lines, all right? Now, what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna label the drawing now, right? So I'm gonna use a text command, so write text. I'm gonna specify the starting position. 4 millimeters is a better height. Rotational angle, enter 0. I'm gonna type lock caps on. So we say front elevation. Then we're going to go up to the plan up here. So we're going to label plan. Then we're going to label here end elevation. And we're going to come over here. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to label end elevation. Good. And this, we can click outside, press escape to terminate the text command, right? All right, so here we have the front elevation, the plan, the end elevation looking from this side, looking from this side towards the left. And here we have the end elevation looking from this side, looking towards the right. So this end elevation here is what you see when we look from this way. You look this way. We're looking this way, and this is the end elevation that you would see, right? Likewise, over this side, we're looking this way. We're looking this side, and this is the view that we would see for the end elevation. So this is how you would complete the two end elevations after you have drawn the front elevation and plan. Right, so these arrows are not drawn on the third angle projection. It's just, I was explaining to you how we got the end elevation. So we're gonna delete them. They're not drawn or shown at any point in time because it is understood that you're looking from that direction and this direction in the third angle projection. Okay, that's some of my explanation so that you could understand. Now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna trim off these excess lines so that the drawing looks neat, all right? If you was using the traditional T-square and set-square, they could stay, right? But just for our AutoCAD, we want it to look neat, so we get rid of them, okay? Good. So this is what the and we can take out this line too, all right? Good. So this is what the completed third angle projection would look like for the given drawing, right? All right. Now, so we have come to the end of part 2 of 3 videos, and this is what the completed 2D drawings of the 3D object, the 3D view would look like. All right. We have now come to the end of part 2 of the 3 videos covering third angle projection. In part 3, which is the last set of videos for this topic, we will show you how to put the different lines and objects on layers so that you can manipulate the drawing. Okay, so we're looking forward to seeing you in part 3. Thanks for watching the video, and don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, comment, and share.